Right, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the GD and Son channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. So I just want to say thanks for being patient with me. I haven't put anything up in about a week or so. As I've said on my post on YouTube, I was feeling a little bit run down. I'm not unwell. I just with a little bit of a head cold, you know, a bit of a runny nose, stuff like that. The whole house has really got it. You know, it's not COVID. Don't worry, we're all safe. We've done tests and things like that, and it's definitely not COVID. I mean, I'm over my bit anyway. But little girl's just bunged up a little bit, you know, snotty nose. So I haven't not been working. I have been getting things done, just haven't really been filming it. Just been going out, trying to get things done as quick as possible, get home, you know, just chill out, put my feet up, cups of coffee, and just, you know, try and relax a little bit. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what we've been doing. So the Friday that's just gone, we've done a driveway clean. You can see the before and after pictures on Facebook and Instagram if you follow me on there. If you don't, head over, link in the description. Get over to Instagram, follow me, you can see all my stuff on there. Second one, what did we do after that? So yeah, driveway was on the Friday. Weekend I had off. I did go up the in-laws on the weekends. We went and saw them. This is when I started to feel a little bit run down, you know, started to have a little bit of cold. Thing is, didn't help when I played football on Sunday, and it was quite sunny, then it went really cold and windy, then it started raining, and I was out there in a t-shirt, so probably didn't help the situation. However, Monday, what did I do Monday? Monday I was doing some gutter cleaning and cleaning all the fascias and soffits of the gutter, and also we had a phone call from a gentleman, Joe. If you remember Joe from my last video, big shout out to you, my bro. I nearly forgot your name. He had more scrap over Sittingbourne area, so he rang me up, went and picked that up because I was in Sittingbourne anyway, picking up my mobile phone. And we managed to take a load of scrap metal in, so 130 quid for more of that air duct stuff. They give me shearing price again. I think it was 220 a ton. I had about 600 kg or something like that, so yeah, 130 odd quid for that. And then yesterday, because we're on Wednesday today, yeah, yesterday I did some window cleaning, yeah, down in Hawkhurst for a shop, Molly Lee Bridals. Shout out to them. If you are getting married and you are in the Maidstone or surrounding areas, head over to Hawkhurst. She does, I think she does the complete packages, but I know she definitely 100% does dresses, because there were some stunning dresses in there. We've done the inside and outside of her shop. She's right on the main road, so it gets quite dusty. She's not been, I think she's been in business for a little while, but this is her first shop on her own, you know, as her own sort of franchise shop thing. So yeah, anyway, if you are getting married or anything like that, or if you need a dress or anything, you know, head over to Molly Lee Bridals. You can find her on Facebook. I'll try and put a link somewhere in the description, and I'll put a thing on the video somewhere. Yeah, go and check her out. You know, very nice dresses. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing. And then now it's Wednesday. The plan is, I do have a driveway. The driveway I cleaned on the Friday does still need resanding. However, with the weather being as it is, 1 minute sunny, look, it looks lovely out there in a minute, nice blue sky. Later on today, it's going to start raining probably, and then it will get wet and you can't do it. So yeah, just kind of playing, you know, what's going to happen with the weather to, you know, what we can do. But yeah, hopefully either today or tomorrow the driveway can get sanded, and then I'm done with it basically, you know, it's all finished, I can perfection. Yeah, pretty much that is. But anyway, today is scrapping. Now, I haven't done much street scrapping, so I'm quite excited to go out and see if there's anything about. Also, I've had a message from the guy, I'm not going to say his name or anything, but he's the one where we got the copper cylinder from last time. He's messaged me and said he's got a load more scrap. It's not going to break my van, he said, but you know, if you want to come over and get it, you can see what's over there. So yeah, quite excited to see what's over there. Hopefully there might be another copper cylinder. And then we'll go from there. So anyway, stay tuned. Let's go and find some scrap metal. Leave no scrap behind. We'll take the bin. Yeah, the pallet's no good. Picked up from the guy who I'd done the gutters and the soffits and stuff for. He had it laying around outside his house for a little while. Just wanted it gone. Asked me if I could take it, so I just thought, out of the generosity, you know, he'd paid me for doing his gutters and that anyway. Made me a nice cup of coffee, so I just said I'd take that anyway. It's not really going to cost me anything to get rid of it down a tip. And it's a good bit of customer service as well, you know, take it for nothing, help him out. Everyone's a winner. So yeah, Nice little bin, weighs about 2 kilograms. So yeah, good start. Let's do it, let's carry on. A couple of little tanks for a boiler. Yeah, right, so annoyingly I've just been round to Screwfix to pick up my order. It's been waiting there for about 5 days now, and just realised there's no mask in the van, so I can't even go in there and pick it up. So yeah, a bit annoying because I've been sitting outside Screwfix for the last sort of 10-15 minutes. I could have been out getting scrap metal. So what I think I'm going to do is just make my way over to the guy who's got the scrap for me. He's about an hour away, so he's not like round the corner, so I'll take a little drive down to him, see what he's got, load up what he's got, bring it back. I'll stop off and get a mask on the way home, because we're past my house on the way home anyway, so I'll grab my mask, then I can go back down Screwfix and then hopefully just get out and do a little bit more scrapping, you know, this afternoon or something. So anyway, towards the mystery man, and I will show you what we've got. I'm not going to film down there for his own privacy, because he's got quite a nice house. I think he doesn't want his company being, you know, broadcasted on YouTube, because then he's going to get phone calls from people saying, oh, I want to come and get your scrap, I want to buy it off you. He don't want all the hassle. He's just quite happy to give it away, and you know, for a good cause, for a nice guy like myself, he said. So anyway, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to smash down there now, about an hour away, and I'll check back with you when we've got the scrap and I'll show you what we've got on. Let's do it. Right, so we just got back now from picking up all that metal. Thought I'd swing around the co-op and grab a beverage of my choosing. Yeah, got some good stuff. Simon, if you're watching this, really appreciate it again, mate. Thank you very much, such a nice guy. It's up there for about an hour and a half with him, just having a good old chat. Took me about an hour each way to get there, but it's well worth it. I'll show you what we've got on the back when we get home. So just going to nip round to Screwfix and get my order. I didn't have a mask this morning, so I couldn't go and do it, so I pilfered this out of Simon's van because he had a box full of them, and I thought, yeah, that'll come in handy. Go around and get my order. So I'm going to shoot around Screwfix now, get that. I'm going to jump on the back. I was hoping to go back out scrapping this afternoon, but I think the way my afternoon's going to end up going, I need to get the saw out. I need to start cutting some of this up, because we've got lots of like boilery type things, oil boilers and stuff like that. They've got brass and copper on them, so I think they're going to need all cutting down really. So I want to get the load that I've got on, I want to get it all separated as much as possible into sort of non-ferrous and ferrous metal, and then I can work on taking it down tomorrow and do a payday or something for tomorrow. So yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to shoot around Screwfix, go home, and I'll show you what I've got in the back of the van. Right, so I got myself from Screwfix a nice set of goggles. I mainly got these for soft washing when I'm using the sodium hypochlorite, because the ones I've got are just like sunglasses sort of ones. I want ones that really seal, you know, around the eye socket, especially if you're spraying bleaches and stuff. But I'm also hoping I might be able to use these as well for cutting up metal as well, you know, so I don't get any shards in my eye. Treated myself to a nice pair of waterproofs, because quite a few people have said, you know, I don't wear any waterproof trousers. These are just over trousers, go over, you know, your jogging bottoms or whatever. And I thought I'd treat myself to a nice pair of rigger boots as well, size 10. So that's what I got from Screwfix. I'm just going to jump out now and I'll show you what metal we picked up. Right, so this is what we picked up from the gas guy, Simon. So as you can see down here, a nice amount of copper anyway. This is all already clean. There's a little bit down there, some brass attachments. This is like an old oil boiler. It's absolutely heavy. We had to actually use 2 vans, wheel it onto his van, using a ramp system, then wheel it onto the back of my van, just because we couldn't lift it with the 2 of us. Nice chunk of copper on there to take off, brass bits as well. You know, it's got all these little brass attachments on there. Yeah, down there, nice chunk of stainless steel as well. Got a nice boiler here. It's only the cast aluminium inside, not lead wash, but it's got some nice chunky bits of copper all over it, so we need to take that apart. Down here we've just got some motor stuff, got a couple of motors in there. Moving on to this side, another bit of copper, bit of brass and that. Got to separate all this. I don't know if you can see, But that there at the front is a copper cylinder, so that was worth going up there just for that on its own. Nice big old motor in this thing here. I'll try and point to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's down in between here somewhere as well, just down there, that's a nice motor down there with some really nice brass attachments on it as well. So yeah, the plan is to try and sort this out as best I can and cut off any copper and brass that I can see. It's going to be a bit of a task, I must admit, because you know, I'm going to have to try and climb over everything and stand everything up. To be fair, I don't think there was much copper and brass on these big bits, these units. I think it was mainly anything with copper and brass I threw towards the back, and obviously the copper cylinder was at the front, and obviously that brass bit was down there. These bits didn't actually have too much stuff on there. I could be wrong, but we'll have a little check anyway, and I'll rummage through in a little bit. Right, so the day's not over yet. I just had a phone call from the bloke over Sittingbourne. They've got another load of metal over there. My intention was to actually drop all this off tomorrow. He may have kept it for me, but I didn't want to risk it, you know, in case it, you know, got taken overnight. So I've told him to start getting it down, or tell the lads to start getting it down. And I'm just going to run over there now and start to load it up. So it looks like we're going to be dropping all this metal off today. I have separated as much of the copper as possible. I took the brass bits off of that big oil boiler, took the actual boiler off as well, all the copper piping. The cylinder's still on here, but it's wedged at the front, so I can't actually get to it just yet. So obviously that won't be going off today. I need to take all the insulation off of it and cut it up into bits, cut the brass bits off so it's just all copper. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to shoot over to Sittingbourne. I know this is all going to be non-ferrous. I don't know how much is obviously going to be there, so it may be a case of dropping it off in the scrapyard, going back to get another little bit, and then dropping it off in the scrapyard again, or bringing it home, you know, depending on what the queue's like, you know, because I can get quite a bit on, but obviously the stuff that's down at the Sittingbourne area is all bulky items. It's all that same sort of stuff, air duct stuff. So, you know, if I can't get it all on and I've only going back to pick up like 2 little bits, if there's no queue, I'll just whip in there and drop it off. You know, it might only be 20 or 30 quid. But yeah, it's not really too bad. But I mean, if there's a massive queue, I'll probably just bring it home, crush it down, go out first thing in the morning, try and fill it up as much as possible, and then take it all down tomorrow in one hit. So yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to drive towards Sittingbourne now. Hopefully there shouldn't be too much traffic, because you know, it's not school time or anything. So I'll see you when we get over there in about half hour, and we'll see what we've got. Let's do it. Right, so at this point of the video, I actually thought I was finished for the day. I had already come home, started cooking some sausage sandwiches for me and the wife, and yeah, get a random phone call from Joe. Or actually, sorry, this was from Peter. He basically said he had some scrap metal, needs picking up. When could I do it? You know, I think he probably would have held on to this for me till tomorrow, when I was a little bit, you know, I could have had an empty van, but it wouldn't have made no difference. It still would have been 2 loads. It just would have been one giant load and probably a couple of smaller items. So it didn't make no difference to me. I just said, you know, I've got scrap metal on the truck. I will come down now and collect what I can, and you know, we'll just go from there. So I'm not going to turn away free money. They don't want anything for all this metal. You know, it is quite bulky stuff. Some of it's quite light. You know, these flume bits are not very heavy, but then other parts of it, you know, really were chunky. Like, it really surprised me picking some bits up, and you know, the actual weight that it had to it. So yeah, I was talking to the guys down there, really nice guys. They did offer to give me a hand. They were, you know, saying they would come down and help me load a few bits on, some of the heavier bits, but you know, they've got a job to do. They're trying to, you know, get the work done themselves. They did say to me this probably won't be the last load. You know, there's lots more to get done. I think they're working their way through the whole warehouse, which is blinding. You know, great for me. As I say, I'm getting a shearing price for all this stuff anyway. So, you know, it's as I said before, it's just all free money. I think this is the point in the video where I was having a good old chat with them. I did stop for a little while, take a bit of a break, and then just, you know, get to know them a little bit better and find out what they're doing inside there and what actually stuff they're ripping out. Scrapyards are not too far away, so yeah, I think I just at this point told them that this was going to be the last bit. Yeah, I'm just loading my bits and pieces on now and strapping up. So yeah, anyway, let's head to the scrapyard and drop this load off. Right, so jumping straight into the unloading at the scrapyard. I was going to do a little bit of a clip outside saying, you know, we was in the queue, but I didn't want to get the GoPro down off of the stand that it's on, so I just thought I'd literally drive around here and just, you know, do a back-to-back sort of voiceover. So yeah, unloading the bits now. It is quite heavy. We had that big oil thing at the back, which was really tough. Lucky it was just on the back, so it just sort of slid off. I was a bit worried about hitting the transit next to me. I know they are quite far away, but you know, some of these larger items I didn't want to, I'm trying to throw them over into one sort of side. I didn't want it to, you know, fall off the back of the truck and then fall their way and smash into their transit. So I'm trying to be a little bit more careful with the unloading process. Most of the air ducting's off now. This is just stuff that the gas engineer gave me. These bits are quite heavy, so I just had to kind of keep shuffling them down a little bit by little bit. Yeah, extra pair of hands would come in handy here. Now this white one we're about to deal with, this is the one that's got the little lead wash radiator. As you can see, I'm trying to pull off some copper on the sides. I just couldn't seem to get the radiator out. I need to have a screwdriver, but I didn't actually take my tools with me today. I do go and check the van in a minute to see if I've got my tools with me, but all I've got is a pair of grips and a pair of pliers, which were no good in this situation. I could have just thrown it off, but you know, it is a sin to throw copper into the mixed iron pile. So you know, we're going to keep it on the van, and I'm going to take it home and get it sorted out, get that lead wash radiator taken out of it. So yeah, just going to have a little tidy up now. Pretty near the end. Going to load my tools back on and away we go. Right, so I've just got home now, everyone. I did go back and pick up another load from the place in Sittingbourne. However, I haven't dropped it off. It's still on the back of the van, so I didn't film it. I just wanted to get it done as quick as possible because it's getting a bit late in the afternoon. I'll take you back in a minute and I'll show you what we've actually got. I drove past the yard. I was going to drop it off, but the queue to get into APM scrapyard was quite big, and it was only an hour until the yard shut. So I didn't want to sit in the whole queue and risk getting to the front and being told, you know, come back tomorrow. So I thought there isn't that much. There's stuff I need to take apart. There's motors I need to take out. Little bits of copper need breaking off. So yeah, I thought I might as well just bring it all home tonight, and then I can spend a few hours tomorrow morning, you know, getting things separated, and then just run it all down maybe tomorrow. I'll go over the figures quickly with you from the first load we took in. So this was for this stuff that was I got from the gas man this morning, and the stuff that I picked up from Sittingbourne as well. They give me shearing for it, which is what I've been getting recently for sort of bigger items and stuff like that. It's £215 a tonne. For shearing, had 780 kg. That was £167.70. That was just for the, what I'm going to class as mixed iron, shearing, mixed iron, whatever. We've still got the copper that we picked up this morning, and obviously whatever we got on this load. So I'm going to take you back quickly and show you. Right, so yeah, this is the second load. You can't see it very well because it's all undercover, but these things here have a very nice motor inside. There's two of them on. I don't know if you can see it, the white thing at the front is like a boiler. That's where there's a copper radiator in that. It's only a very small one, maybe weighs about 2 kg, but it still is a copper radiator, so it's coming out. I couldn't throw that in on the scrap iron. At the front there, right at the very front, you won't be able to see it, I don't think, but there's a couple of motors as well that all need separating. I probably won't take the copper out of the motor. I'll just take it off the motor and set it as motor weight. I've got quite a few motors building up now, probably somewhere in the region of about 80 or 90 kg I would have thought in motors. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, this will probably all go shearing as well anyway. I'll probably just spend a few. Right at the very front is the copper tank. I haven't got rid of that yet. It's still on the van. I can't actually get to it. So the next time I take a load in, I'll just obviously leave the tank on and then I'll separate it. But this was the crown jewel that we picked up. All of this copper. This all came out the last job. Couldn't believe it. You know, big old lengths of it as well. Goes right down there somewhere. Yeah, well chuffed with that. So we've got all that copper there still. The stuff that we picked up earlier on today. So I've got copper there, I've got copper sitting down there, we all picked up, you know, loads of copper and brass on these bits. So yeah, I'll say once we've got it all cut up, we'll be looking to do a non-ferrous run probably on Friday and get all this dropped off. Right, so that's us done for the day then. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone. You know, thank you for being patient with me. I know I haven't put a video up in about a week now, so, you know, I've not been feeling too clever. I've just been trying to get things done. So yeah, I appreciate your patience with all that. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash that like button, because you know it helps the channel out massively. One of the biggest ways to help support me is by smashing that like button. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I love you all. I'll see you all on the next video. Take care.